Yes, beautiful people. It is a beautiful morning, and I want to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this beautiful. These are groundnuts here. You can see. Actually, I just found when they're harvesting some groundnuts here, and you can see. I don't know. Some people call them peanut or what, or groundnut. Me, I call them groundnut. So it depends with your English and your vocabulary. Okay, guys. So we have. You can see we have peeled it off. We have peeled it off. We have washed it. It is very clean here, ready for. Welcome all to this beautiful channel here, Onga Junior. Welcome to Africa. Welcome to the new vlog. Welcome to my village here. So it's a beautiful morning here, guys. You can see the sun. The sun is just there. The sun has risen here. It is around the time right now. It's around 8:46 a.m. That's really morning. That's really morning. And I want to thank the Lord for this beautiful day here. We are not that special to see the beautiful morning. I know many people haven't seen the day. Some are sick, some are in hospitals, some are in prison, some are not feeling well. But here we are. We thank God. Oh, this beautiful, this is a thorny plant here. This thorny plant here. You know, this one is used for fencing. It is used for fencing here. And you can see it has got seeds. The seeds here. In my local language, it is called matata. Matata is a Swahili word. Those who have been watching the video of is the King Lion, the King Lion. We have somebody called the character called Akuna Matata. There's a phrase they are used to. There's a phrase they are used to saying Akuna Matata. So Matata means Matata is a Swahili word. It means trouble. It means trouble. So when you say Akuna Matata, which means there's no trouble. So this is Matata here. It is Matata. It is trouble because it is very thorny, you know. It is very thorny and it can cause a lot of trouble. That's why it was given that name Matata there. But I don't know it's in name in English. That's just a local, but I know that's also Swahili word, Matata. There's also another plant here. This one here. It's beautiful, man. How I wish they are edible. But you know, when we used to grow up, when we were growing up, we used to eat a lot of such things here. This wild fruits, you know, the wild fruit. But this one is not a fruit. This is not a fruit, and this one can't be eaten. So I can't advise on eating this one here. I can't advise on eating here because I know it is not a fruit. So guys, this is just I'm just having a walk in the village here, and just want to give you the quick update what's happening in the village and everything. You know, the village is turning. The village is turning. It's let me say it's the color or what. The village is turning its color or what, something like that. Because the other time you saw a lot of the greeny part, the greeny nature. The village was very green, no? The village was very green, but unlike now, it is not green. You can see how things are. The lands are just remaining bare. Basically, because it is harvesting season, and the crops are drying. You know, the crops are drying. So the face of the village must also change, because we all know that when we have what my plants in the surrounding, basically automatically the place will look green. No, the place will look green. I'm sorry for that. So the place will look green. But right now, as you can see, the face of the village, it is no longer green as it was because people are harvesting. For example, you can see this land here has been harvested here. And right now, the animals are grazing on the remaining of the maize stalk, you know, the maize stalk here. So, you know, this maize stalk here, some people burn them. Some people burn them after harvesting. Some people also cut them for animals. They keep them. They cut them down and keep them for future use. You know, for future use. I don't know whether it's called silage or hay, something like that. But in this case here, you can see they were just made here for the animals to graze on. As you can see, these animals are grazing on this one. So the remaining stalks here. So this is how the face of the, and this garden here they had some the groundnut. You know the groundnut? they planted some groundnut here, and they also had harvested the groundnut. Unfortunately, you know, I wanted to take a video on how to harvest the groundnut. But unfortunately they did it when I was not there. But I can see some people doing the harvesting there. Maybe I can just check on them and see if it will be possible for me to see what they are doing there. Let me just check, guys. I want to show you how they are harvesting groundnut in the village here. I want to show you how they are harvesting groundnut in the village here. So the remaining the maize stalk themselves, I know when they decompose, they also add some manure I don't say the fertility. They also increases the fertility, the soil fertility when they decompose. But you know, in the village here, most of the people also use the organic type of farming. You know, most people use the organic type of farming. Like for instance, we have a garden down there, where we use right now we are trying to spread some manure all over the garden. I'm going to show you what's happening there. So that's how people do farming in the village here, and the harvest is always very good. You know, people are trying to, as much as possible, to avoid the use of fertilizer. You know, people are trying as much as possible to avoid the use of fertilizers. People are trying to go organic. Organic types are very beautiful. These are just cassavas there. That's a cassava plant. You can see the cassava plant there. Okay, let us see what you are doing here. Let us see what people are doing here. These are groundnut here. You can see, actually I just found when they're harvesting some groundnuts here, and you can see, I don't know, some people call them peanut or what, or groundnut. Me, I call them groundnut. So it depends with your English and your vocabulary. Me, I know they're being called groundnut. I saw somebody calling them peanut, which of course still okay, not bad. Here. So right now it is very, you know, it is dry. The ground is very dry. So when it rains during rainy season, what they do is just you can uproot them. But I also understand that there are different types of groundnut here. There are some that you can just harvest by uprooting, this way, and there are also like this type here. I think it is being harvested by digging. You dig using a hoe. A hoe is just a small jembe. You can see those people, the one harvesting. This is their garden here. They are harvesting groundnut here. So you know, in most cases, once they have harvested this way, or once they have uprooted this way, they now remove them from the mother plant. They remove them from the mother plant by picking. I don't know if it's called picking or what. Do this way here. I don't have a cameraman, guys, but I could have showed you how they are picking them. You know, you pick them this way. Here. So this one's here, this groundnut here. You can see this one here. This groundnut. This one can be, if you first sun dry them, or you can boil them. If you want to eat the boiled one, you can as well boil them. But some people also love the dried one. You know, you sun dry them. Let me just show you. So this one here. There are different types of groundnut. I mean, you have another type which is very white. I don't know if it's whitish or brown. The brown, but very small. You know. But this one is the big red one. In my local language, it's called nyaela. So this one here. So I was asking them if they will remove them in the garden here, but they're telling me that they're going to carry these things home. The mother plant, this plant here, they're going to carry them home. So they're going to remove them at home. You could have seen how they're doing it. They're going to remove them at home because they told me that there's an animal home there. They've got some animals at home, which they're going to use, or they're going to give the leaves. So they also act as animal feeds. So if you have an animal maybe at home and you are harvesting, so the only thing you can do is to carry the plants home and to remove them home, you know, So for that case, they have an animal back at home, and they're going to carry these ones home. As you can see, they've removed these ones here. This ones here they will remove. Let me just assist by maybe collecting for them. Maybe collecting for them. This purely organic stuff in the village here. Purely organic stuff in the village here. So it is very, staying in the village, or maybe being in the village sometimes very nice, Sometimes it's so nice, and because you just get organic things, organic food, and you enjoy, and you enjoy organic stuff, and you enjoy. So let me just show you how they are doing it. Let me just show you how they are doing it. That's a jembe. How they are digging it. How you can see. Long ni puki jaman you. So they nyal pon de ber bang so ki pon ogi. But for but gide lagi. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just removing them from the mother plant, from the mother plant. That's what I'm trying to show you, so that at least you get the full process, you get the full process here. So like this one here is not having anything inside here. This one doesn't have anything inside here. You can see, does nothing. So let me pick another one, and let me pick another one here. Let me pick this one here and show you how they are being removed. You can see what I'm doing here. Organics, groundnut, or some people call them peanut. I don't know. Maybe you can leave in a comment section there and tell me, how do you call them? How do you call these stuffs here? How do you call them in your local language? In my language, you call them njugu. That's how we call them in my language. Njugu. But you can see. You can leave a comment there. Tell me how you call them in your local language. In your local language, how do you call them? So we do mixed cropping. That's something I've been saying in most of my videos there. So you can see this in this farm here. They planted the groundnut together with the corns. So they had harvested corns, and right now they are harvesting the groundnut. So but the groundnut here, it is a leguminous plant. And we all know that leguminous plants are next nitrogen fixing plants, I think. Yeah, because of the nodules, the root nodules here. You can see these ones here. The root nodules here. These are what fix nitrogen in the soil. So even if you do mixed cropping here, probably, or I know that the soil fertility will still be there, because the fact that the groundnuts and the corns, the corns are not leguminous, and the groundnut will be fixing some nitrogen to the plant, and that one can also at least make your harvest a bit high. Your harvest a bit high, or the produce can be a bit high because of the mixed cropping here. Also, the mixed cropping also helps in to prevent soil erosion. This one can be like the cover crops, The cover crops, the groundnut can also act as a cover crop. So when it rains, they are not being swept. You don't experience too much soil erosion in your garden there. So that's one advantage of maybe doing mixed cropping in the village here. You can as well try it and see the outcome. Again, if you have what minimal, or the small garden, your garden is small. If your garden is small, you can as well do some mixed cropping, at least to utilize the space, to utilize the space you are having there. So these people will be harvesting here. I don't know how long it will take, because it is not that big. I don't know how long it will take for them to finish this thing here. I don't know how long it will take. So I'm just from the harvesting scene there, and I'm just heading home here, just checking 1 2 3 on what's happening, what's going on in this home here. Actually, I had a plan, guys. I had a plan of starting a poultry farm, yeah, or keeping of the poultry, I mean. And it's something in progress. Actually, something I have a dream of doing. I have a dream of starting a poultry farm in the near future here. So let me just show you the place where maybe I will build a very small structure, but these are avocados. You can see how they are doing. These are just the fruits. Those who love avocados can see them. They're just the fruits. Actually, this plant here is a good plant when it comes to bearing of fruits. There's a time when it bears fruit until some of its parts break down. You can imagine, like for instance, you can see this one here. This one here is just like bending over. It is bending downwards because of the heaviness, the heaviness of the fruit here. It is bending over because of you can see the fruits are very many, and not enough. You can see they're still flowering, guys. They're still flowering. These are just flowers here. It's still bearing more fruits. The fruits are still coming out. Many. You can see this one here. These are just fruits. They're still bearing fruits. You can see. You can leave in a comment section there if you love avocado. And what amazes me with this plant here, the fruits are always big. They're very big, and so also sweet. They're big. They're still growing. They are still growing. The fruits are always big, like this one here. And again, they are always very sweet and nice there. Very sweet and nice here. So you see this point here. So let me just show you a point here. So these are the utensils here, the rack. My sister had woken up very early in the morning and cleaned the utensils. You can see. Now they are being raised here to dry. I had been doing a video on this structure here. It is called rack. We call it rack. So this structure here, basically it is for raising the utensils here, and you can't miss it in each and every homestead around here. You can't miss it. If you lack it, then the health officers will catch up with you, because they believe that when you have a rack like this, the hygiene is also what should I say? When you have a rack this way, the utensils will remain clean. The utensils will remain clean from that, and also they will dry up. So if you are eating, the time you are eating on a clean utensils and dry one, the dry one and clean utensils there. So that's why they are advocating for this thing in each and every home. In each and every home, you must have that. So this one used to be. It used to be a meter box. This one used to be a meter box. So when we were building this house here, you can see there's electricity there, electric pole. Electricity pole, I mean, not electric pole, electricity. And if you say electric pole, then it means another thing altogether, which means the pole has got some electric current, but that's called electricity pole. So that pole there, when we were building this house here, we transferred the power to this point. So this one just it used to be a meter box, an electricity meter box here. So when we were done building this house, we transferred it back. We took it back where it was. That's why this one now is remaining here, and we purchased another big one here. So this point here, this is the point I want to build some structure for a poultry farm, for keeping poultries, just from that point. You can see that point there. I will remove these ones here. I will remove this these are timbers, the remaining of timbers. Now we are using them as firewood. So I want to remove these ones all, and at least make this place very clean. So I'm only working on the capital. But it's a nice project. Which, of course, if I get enough capital, I can start it. just having, you know, it is always sometimes good to have some such like projects. You have this project there with you, especially as a young man who is trying to make ends meet, you know. Such things are very advisable. Those are some of the businesses you can try to venture in, you know. There's some of the business you can try to venture in. Me, I've tried poultry farming some days back, some years back, I mean. I had tried it. It's a nice business, and it requires capital and also commitment. It requires capital and also commitment. So I will be making this point. I will be making this point very clean, you know. All these timbers will be transferred to maybe a different place. I want to build a permanent structure here. I want to build a permanent structure here for the poultry farm, maybe using the bricks. You can see some bricks here, but these ones are not, these are the remains that were being used inside that house there. But if I'm ready to start the project, it means I will have to purchase some new bricks, which are not broken. You can see these ones are broken. I can't do anything here, which means I will have to buy on new bricks there, the bricks and the cement and the wire mesh, and also the iron sheets, you know, the iron sheet. Because if you don't build a permanent structure here, then there are high chances that your chicks might be stolen by people here. You have got people who are just walking at night, and maybe if your chicks, or maybe your chicks are not in good in good condition, or the structure is not strong enough, then they will break into that structure and mess up with everything. They will break into that structure and mess up with everything. I mean, they will steal everything there. So you have to make sure that the structure you are building for your poultry is strong enough, and nobody can break into it very easily. No, nobody can break into it very easily. So that's a plan I'm having here, guys, and I will have to request for your support as well, because you are my family, you are my people there, to do that project there. So maybe let me just show you something here. Let me just show you. This is sugar cane here. You can see how close it is to the home, to the house, I mean. You can see how close it is to the house here. But still there's no problem. Somebody might ask, maybe we have got some maybe the wild animals like the snakes and everything. It is very rare to find a snake from this sugarcane coming into the house. It is very rare. It is not that easy. It is not that easy, because you can see the inside. The sugarcane is very clean. They are weeded very well. You can see they are very clean, and they are weeded very well there. So it is very rare to find. Oh, this thing is very dirty, man. This thing is very dirty. Maybe I should get a ladder and do some cleaning here, because it also takes water down there. But the water is not being used, I mean, but it needs to be clean. I mean, it needs to be clean for easy movement or easy flow of that water there. It needs to be clean for the easy flow of water. The gutter here, there's some waste inside the gutter here. Maybe I should just look for a rack and a ladder, I mean, to actually this thing, I'm seeing this thing for the first time here. This thing here, I'm seeing it for the first time here. I never knew there's something that exists here. You know, I have a nephew here. I have a nephew here at home here. So I think this is his idea. This is his idea, and for somebody who has been to the gym and everything, I can attest that maybe he has some man-made gym here. I can see the gym here, guys. This is very funny, you know. This is very funny. So this is tool for exercise. I never knew this thing existed here. I never knew this thing existed here. It is very heavy. This is very heavy, bro. But I don't know whether it is this one is healthy. I have never used this type of a gym, this homemade gym here. The weight, it is like the guy is lifting some weight here. So I don't know how he does it, but I can just gaze, because I've been to the gym. I know how it works. Maybe he lies down here on the back, then he carries that thing there. But they need to be two people, because once you have laid down here, you need to have somebody who at least giving you that this weight here, person giving you the weight to lift, you know. So probably there are two people. I'm not sure how many people they are, but for the first time I'm seeing this thing here, guys. So this is tool for exercise. This is a homemade homemade gym or a homemade weight. So you can see this one is just is it a bucket or what, or is it a jerry can, and this cement here. You can see the cement this side, the cement this side, and this a rod, here. And you know, you have to be very careful when making such a thing. You have to be very careful when making such a thing, because you have to balance it. They have to balance. That's the only challenge these people face here. They have to balance this for it to be good health wise. This on this side must balance on this side here. So I don't know how they are measuring. I don't know how he measured that. I'm not sure how he measured that. So guys, we are talking about cleaning this point here. Let me look for a ladder so that we can at least clean that point. It looks so dirty. It looks so dirty there. Look, this is our house at the kitchen, man. This is our house at the kitchen. This is the life in the village. You can see the smoke coming. You can see the smoke coming, guys. This is our house at the kitchen, and you can see the smoke, the firewood, and everything. And this the kennel, where the animals sleep. Where the animals sleep. It is very clean. You can see. It is already cleaned. So I'm looking for the ladder so that we can at least clean the gutter. That gutter is so dirty. That gutter is so dirty. Maybe let me just check on bye. Gemane ginene. Gemane na ngascha. Ibigoka. So I'm asking him to bring the ladder so that at least can assist in cleaning that gutter there. You know, it is good for the water to flow very well. You know, you can see it's very full here. Even the water is not flowing, man. Even the water itself is not flowing. So we have to clean it. We have to clean it here. We have to clean it here. But this one here, but I also because it is the problem is with the, you know, you can see the trees are many here. A lot of trees are here. So the leaves from the tree, that's what causes that problem there. The leaves from the trees what causes, but we have to clean it. We have to clean it. That's life, you know. We have to clean it, man. We have to clean it. Ginene tere toke kocha. Tere toke oda los gine kacha. Oda los gatacha. Mopongcha. So this is the ladder here. This is the ladder I'm talking about. This is the ladder I'm talking about. So you climb on top of it. You climb it. I'm going to show you how it is being done. I'm going to show you how it is being done. So this is a borehole, a well, a borehole or a well. They were cleaning inside this borehole here. They were cleaning inside this borehole here because I realized that it is full. It is full with the soil. So you can see what they did here. They were just cleaning inside here by removing this sand and everything there, so that at least the water can continue flowing from down. No, the water can continue flowing. So you can see what this guy. This is my nephew here. You can see. Maybe let me just let me just climb and see what's happening before you start removing them there. I wanna show. Oh, so you can see the gutter is very dirty. The gutter is very dirty, so we have to clean it for at least for water to flow very well. We have to clean. The water from this gutter is not being used. For clarity, the water from this gutter is not being used. That's just to clarify on that, because somebody might ask, maybe, do you use the water from that gutter or what? No, it looks so dirty. So the water from this gutter is not being used. We have a well-made well there, or maybe a borehole with a cover with a very clean water. So this gutter was just at least to help the water flow, and also to prevent the erosion which will occur at the back of this house here, you know. So because we have got the splash erosion there, so the water is being driven down there. The water is being driven down there. That's why this gutter was made here, but it's not for tapping any water We don't tap any water from this gutter here. So let us clean this place and at least make it look good and clean, you know. Make it look good and clean. Kelani kasiri. Gino lel masiria. Let me move my So this is a pawpaw here, guys. You can see this pawpaw here, and this one just harvested from the garden, man. This ones we just harvested from the garden. You can see how beautiful they are. They're very big. For those who love pawpaw, we have you know, the reason I love pawpaw so much, because for one reason, the pawpaws are they help in digestive system. If you are experiencing some problem with digestion, so I can advise you to take some pawpaw, because the pawpaw has got what is called the papain that helps in digestion and also prevents constipation. So you can, some people love it when you eat it, maybe you just peel it and eat it. Others also love it when they blend it. Others also love it when they blend it and make some maybe a smoothie or a juice, something like that, you know. But anyway, I prefer either. This is a cooking stick. This is a very new one. I think this was bought yesterday. This is a cooking stick, and it was bought yesterday for making ugali. Those who know ugali, this is used for making ugali here, and it's very new. It is not yet put into action. There. So I want to have one pawpaw here. I want to peel one pawpaw here and have a taste. I want to show you how they are peeling pawpaw. I also want to show you how they are peeling a pawpaw. So let me just which one should I go with? You know, there are two, and I don't want to be biased. I don't want to be biased on which one to pick. So maybe I'm just going to use I want to use maybe a song to pick one. There's a song we used to sing when we were growing up, and that song, it was used to determine which one comes first. Especially when you have got these two things here. You know, it's like a coin. You toast a coin, it is either a head or a tail. So I want to sing a song for this pawpaw here, and I'm gonna see the one to pick. So that song goes by Tic Tac Toe. Those who come from my village, from my community, they know what Tic Tac Toe is. The song is called Tic Tac Toe. So the one that the song will end at is the one I will pick, you know. So for example, if I start Tic Tac Toe, oh men are ready so, Tic Tac Toe. So I will go with this one here. So the song has landed on this one here. So I'm gonna pick on that. I'm not biased on any, because I've picked on that one there. So I'm gonna go with this one here because of the song there. And as you can see, this is my dad's house, by the way, but it is not yet done. You can see the siling board here. It's not yet done. Probably one day, one time, it will be done, I believe, and I trust in the Lord, and I also trust in the hard work, that patience also pays, you know. Patience also pays. So one day, one time, the selling board here will be put in place. I'm praying so hard that maybe in the next few months it will be done. In the next few months the ceiling board here will be done, and even the painting is not yet done. The painting is not yet done already. So those are things that if we pray and work hard, we can achieve them. If we pray and work hard, we can achieve them. So me, I always believe that anything you pay and you pray and put in the Lord's hand, it is something that you can easily achieve such a thing. You can easily achieve such a thing there. So I'm praying very hard that this my dad's house get into completion. The finishing is not yet done, and one day things will be okay. One day things will be okay, and I will put the ceiling board, even the paint. Even the paints, it's not yet painted. The paints are not yet there, not yet done, completed, and some other stuffs inside there are not yet done as well. Those are things that can come maybe slowly by slowly, fixing some stuff inside there. I hope that it will happen one day. So right now I want to show you how to peel the pawpaw. I said that other people love it blended. Others also love it when it's not blended here. So it also depends with your preference. Me, I prefer both. Any that comes my way first, I will deal with it thoroughly. Any that comes my way first, I will deal with it. Whether blended or not, I will deal with it. Whether blended or not, I will deal with it as fast as possible, swiftly. We say swiftly. You deal with this swiftly. So guys, let's see how to harvest pawpaw here. Let's learn how to harvest pawpaw here, and you also want to enjoy. This pawpaw here, and feel most welcome to this amazing dish or fruit here. Amazing fruit here, pawpaw. I want to show you how to peel this pawpaw here. Today we want to eat this pawpaw here. So we have a trough here with some water here, and the first to wash it. And remember, this is just purely organic pawpaw from the garden right now. No, yesterday we plucked them yesterday from the garden. So you first to wash it. Maybe just come and show how. Just come and capture what I'm doing inside here, so that you can see what you're doing here. So I have washed this pawpaw here, and this is my knife. This is my knife here. So I want to peel it. I want to peel this pawpaw here. I want to peel this pawpaw here. See what I'm doing here. We want to eat pawpaw here. It's a very big pawpaw. So if you love pawpaw, you can also leave in a comment section there. If you love pawpaw, you can leave there. You can see we are still peeling it. You can end it. Cut. Okay guys, so we have you can see we have peeled it off. We have washed it. It is very clean here, ready for now. We have our plate here. We want to divide it, you want to divide this pawpaw here, because it is very big, into half. This called this type of division is called which we have what type of division, I don't know, the one cutting across and the vertical one, they have got the best name. So these are seeds here. You can see the seeds here. So these seeds here, we are not going to throw them. We are going to remove them and sun dry them. This is what we're going to do. Let me just use this this tray here to remove the seeds. Then we're gonna sun dry them. Then we're gonna put them in a seed bed again for them to grow. we're gonna put them in a seed bed again for them to grow. Then we will plant them again, you know. Then we will plant them again. That's how it is in the village here, man. You can see very clean now. Let me do the same to this one here. Let me do the same to this one here. So I have also realized that the knife here is not sharp enough. I've also realized the knife here is not sharp enough. So maybe I can sharpen the knife later on. I'm gonna sharpen this knife here with some machete here. You know, in the village here, there are a lot of work being done using the machete or the panga. We call it panga or the machete here. Now you can see it's very clean. This one you can now eat. This one you can now eat. You cut it this way. So I want to feed on this one here. I want to feed on this one here. So I also welcome all my friends. You can come and join me, and let us feed on this thing. You can just take by. You can take in and take one. Give for that one. Give for that one, sir. It is very sweet, you know. This is so yummy, man. Ngwan. Kuja ukule popo. Ngano mwam. Mwonekana wa modong. Okay, so guys, we want to sharpen the machete here, and this is a grinding machine here, or a grinder. So this is what we want to do here. I want you to see what we are doing here, and this machete here. Pudi lagi kontra. Okay, so we are still continuing.
Che toccamento, dietro che come.